the protein. The protein from the milk. You're getting protein. You're also getting the other nutrients that are in there. And then you're getting all of those healthy fats from the avocado. And so, to me, you're getting a lot of great nutrition. Everything's pretty darn natural. You're not getting added stuff to it. So, I think that sounds like a great smoothie.
Is brown sugar really, truly better than
No,
white?
it's just that they haven't. Oh, what did I hear? I just was reading and refreshing my brain on the difference. They add something back to it to make it more moist. So brown sugar is really just a more moist version of white sugar. So your body is going to metabolize it all the same. You know, things like honey, and actually I think the good thing about honey is, especially if you're eating local honey, they've shown that consuming local honey can help with your allergies because you're getting all of those, what the bees have been eating that you're allergic to. It kind of helps calm that down by eating it. Those are all just sugar. And so still eating honey, agave, things like that, and you know, watching how much you eat. Because in the end, it's all just simple sugars. So one isn't necessarily better than the other.
I thought drinking agave was supposed to be better than...
When it gets to your stomach and your digestive tract, it's all the same. It all breaks down the same.
You know, the drinking agave, that's what they used to make tequila.
Oh, okay, you're teasing. Yes, drinking it. Okay, the agave syrup from the plant.
Yeah.
Yes, that is, yes. A good...
only Mark would know that.
Yes,
Oh,
a good...
50,000 Mexicans know it too.
I went to... I used
In
to live
this room.
Yeah, I used to live in San Francisco, and there was a restaurant, and they would bring you, it was making a margarita thing, and so they would bring you out the agave syrup, and they'd bring you out the tequila, and what else goes in it? Just lime, I guess. And so you could mix it together and make your own, and it was fun. It was fun, but I'm not much of a tequila drinker. So.
Me either. The first 5 times I went to Mexico, though, somebody would tell me that all tequila, they were very proud of the fact that all tequila comes from Mexico. It's not legally tequila unless it comes from Mexico. So that's how I learned all this wonderful knowledge.
Yes.
Do you have advice on how to eat healthy while on a budget?
Yeah, kind of. And that is, a lot of people tell me I can't eat healthy because it's too expensive. And in the short term it might be, but over the long term, it's not. So one example is I saw this graphic, and it had like a meal from McDonald's or a fast food meal, and then it had what you could buy at the grocery store for that same amount of money. You know, and I can't say this right now because eggs tend to have skyrocketed in price, but you could buy a gallon of eggs, a thing of lettuce, and a loaf of bread, and like a couple of other things for the same price. The thing is with eating healthy on a budget, it does take more time. And so planning it out, so thinking about, okay, this is my week, what am I gonna eat? How can I take what I'm buying? Maybe I'm buying maybe I'm buying a whole chicken, or maybe I'm buying a thing of beans. How can I use that food in other recipes? Or how can I, how am I gonna cook it? And so typically, if you're eating healthy on a budget, there is going to be a grocery list and some meal preparation, which I personally think it's good to cook and to be involved. But for a lot of people, that's hard, and so you have to sometimes give up the convenience. But buying things, frozen meat. The great thing, frozen vegetables are as good nutritionally as fresh vegetables. They're kind of flash frozen, and so they can be a great source, and they're a lot cheaper. So doing things like that, buying things that are just in season. And so, right now apples are in season, and so unfortunately in the wintertime we don't have a lot of food in season in this part of the country, but trying to, buy what's cheap, because that's usually what's in season. But really kind of thinking about, sitting down on a weekend, maybe thinking about your week ahead. What do you want to buy? I used to buy the nuts in little packages, and I've converted. I have a kind of a Tupperware container, and I buy the big thing of nuts, which on the onset is expensive, then I dump them all in, and over time, you know, that bucket of nuts is gonna last me a lot longer and a lot cheaper than if I buy it pre-mixed or pre-packaged. So I don't know if that helps any, but really just kind of thinking about your week ahead and trying to plan. And so, and using things, maybe, my mom is so good at this, like she'll buy a chicken, she'll make the chicken, and then from the leftovers the next day she'll make a soup. Or she'll make, you know, she'll buy some vegetables, she'll use them in one meal, but she didn't use, she'll transform and make into another thing. And I wish we had home economics more in our schools, because she, you know, we don't, and so we lose a lot of that, not just how to cook, but how to really use all the food we eat. We have, the amount of food waste in our country is enormous. And I think a lot of it is because we don't know how to use everything the most efficiently. So did that kind of answer your question? Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
like when you go to Qdoba or Moe's and they ask white or brown rice, black or pinto beans, what do you recommend?
I always try to do, if I'm ever given a choice, I try to do like brown rice, whole wheat pasta. So it's going to have a little bit more fiber in it, a little fiber to help kind of slow that digestion and absorption, make you feel full longer. Pinto or black beans, I think they're both. I think it's just personal preference. But I think that those kind of places, they can be kind of high in sodium, but you can get a great healthy meal because you're going to get those beans, you're going to get fiber. You can pick your vegetables, you know, you're gonna get some lettuce, you're gonna get tomatoes or pico de gallo, you can get some avocado. So that's a restaurant you can go to, and you can make a horrible choice, or you can make a really healthy choice. And so I think, you know, Qdoba, Chipotle, those types of places really give you options to eat healthy.
Qdoba has a neat thing, and I'm sure other restaurants do too. You can go in and on their website and build your burrito,
really? So you know
and it shows you every time you add black beans, brown beans, rice, whatever, what it does. And again, I was looking at carbohydrates, so I
There's
went
not
in
a
then with
difference
that
in
information and
rice,
said,
yeah.
okay, this is what I want.
Yeah, and with rice, there's not going to be a difference in calories, but in some of those other nutrients can be similar.
Wouldn't have a difference in carbohydrates either, would it?
No, but it might have some more fiber in it. And I just think, I try to get into that mindset that if I have a choice, you know, whether at Qdoba or whatever, that might not make a big difference. But over time, if I'm choosing whole grains, hopefully it will make a difference. The food guidelines want us to get 50% of our grains from whole grains. And so, you know, that can be hard unless we're making choices like whole brown rice, whole wheat pasta. We would go to Panda Express and get Chinese, and they used to, I don't think to me it seemed as though they have quit carrying brown rice, because whenever I go they say they don't have it, and I think it's because people weren't ordering it, so I wonder, but they never have it when I go there anymore. So, you know, maybe as a community, if we choose more whole grains, more will be offered to us, but a lot of restaurants now have the whole wheat pasta as a choice, which, you know, is just kind of getting into that rhythm of these, you know, this is my choice that I'm making consistently. Any other questions?
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you. You guys are great. So just let me know, you know, feel free to
Avocado
contact.
smoothies. We all need to celebrate with avocado smoothie.
Oh, and avocado toast.
I haven't
We're
tried
gonna
it yet.
Oh.
pass